Welcome again to Litmitmedia. My name is Nicholas Cartier, and today we are going to be talking about episode 92 of the Dragon Ball Super English dub. Now, to preface all of that, first, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the Super Cho-Cast is and what it's going to become. Before, it was going to be pretty much a back and forth between me and lovely Dan Allen talking about the English and the Japanese dub of Dragon Ball Super. As someone who has watched all of Super, being me, and as someone who has not seen any of Super, Dan Allen, we were going to be watching both of the versions and compare and contrast them and, just give our hot takes on them. That being said, I'm switching up the format a little bit because we're starting to get into the Universal Survivor arc in English, in the English dub, and that's something that I would like to cover week to week. So I'm gonna give it a shot to cover it week to week. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. But that being said, we're gonna be starting at episode 92. So our episode leads off from the last episode where Goku is on his way to Mr. Satan's house because he wants to see what he can do to help wake Majin Buu up because Majin Buu fell asleep. Now Majin Buu falling asleep is a trope that they have used as a crutch kind of in the series to not use Boo as a character, so it's really not a big surprise that they pulled it out during the Tournament of Power after hyping up that you might see Majin Buu in action again. The episode then cuts to Casserole, who is now meeting up with Top or Topo. I like calling him Topo, so I'm gonna keep calling him Topo. But they meet up, and he saved the kitty in the last episode, but they need to talk about what they're doing for the tournament, pretty much. After that scene, it cuts to Goku pretty much informing Beerus, Whis, and everyone at Capsule Corp that Majin Buu he's asleep and there's not really much he can do about it. Right after that, it cuts to Universe 3 where we get to see more of what that universe is about, and they explain that they're recruiting mod warriors and retrofits such as Nami Raza for the universal power for their fighters, and their fighters are specially made for the tournament. At this point, we meet up at Capsule Corp, and all the gang is starting to get together. 18 and Krillin and Marin show up, and Goku shows up. He starts talking about how he cannot wake Buu up, and he's wondering where Master Roshi is, and he is informed that Master Roshi is working on his greatest weakness, which is not being so lewd. And I think that's really good for a character that hasn't been developed or needed development in a really long time. It makes him more of a likable character for the audience that they're shooting for. It's at this point we see Vegeta blow up the room of spirit of time again, and they have this really nice scene where it cuts to everybody looking up in the sky, and you see it cut from Gohan to Tien to Krillin and then to Piccolo, and he's like, he better not have done that, and I that tickled me a little bit because he's got Piccolo's got Kami inside of him, so he's like Kami spent a really long time at the Lookout. He was the guardian of Earth. That was his home for a very long time, and it's a really nice throwback for me, anyways. That big old mean Piccolo is just he's a little irritated with the disrespect that Vegeta shows. So the show picks back up around Universe 6, and it's Kaba showing Caulifla and Kale, pretty much, how to go Super Saiyan. And Kaba, he's sitting there and he's insulting her, and he's calling her ugly, and he's trying to trigger her, but that's not working because she's got thick skin and she's a strong, powerful Saiyan woman who doesn't need no man. And what happens is he tells her about the back tingle, and after she focuses all of her ki pretty much in the middle of her back, she reaches the Super Saiyan level, and she shows that she has a lot of different power, or not a lot of different power, but a lot of power at that. And I've got when I first saw it in Japanese, I had some qualms with the Universe 6 Saiyans reaching Super Saiyan a lot easier. It took Gohan a year in the Room of Spirit of Time to do that. But pretty much, it all amounts to they have different type of different type of biology. Like they're still Saiyans, but they weren't grown with tails, and whatever, live and let live. Cutting back to Capsule Corp, the Z Fighters pretty much they confront Goku because the cat's out of the bag. They know that there's not prize money for winning this power, and that their universe is going to be destroyed, and they're pretty distraught, and for good reason, because Goku lied to them. He didn't trust his friends. And there's like a nice moment where Krillin's sitting there roasting them, and I mean, it looks like Goku's like it looks like he feels bad about it, but Krillin pretty much says that he doesn't want to join the tournament anymore because the universe is at stake, and Beerus forces him to stay. And he's like, well, if I'll join, but 18's still not gonna join because she doesn't get her money. So Bulma nuts up, and she pretty much says that she'll pay the 10 million for anybody who wants to fight in the tournament because it's the whole universe is at stake. And they they talk about how they only have 9 fighters, and at the end of it, Goku's like, "Hey, I have a great idea. Let's get Frieza." And after that, it was end credits. So my thoughts on the episode and for the English dub in general is I don't think they did a bad job. It was a very talkative episode. There wasn't any action at all, which is a lot of the leading up episodes because this next arc is gonna be what, like almost 40 episodes of fighting. So it's nice to see the day-to-day stuff, but in my opinion, I think the English team did a really good job leading up to the tournament, and it makes me look forward to the next episode. Anyways, this is my review of Dragon Ball Super episode 92, the English dub. If you enjoyed it, you should give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you enjoy the sound of my voice, there's a bunch of stuff on this YouTube channel with the sound of my voice, and there's also a bunch of stuff without the sound of my voice if you hate it. Yeah, no, I want to get back into doing the Super Cho-Cast, whether it's me or whether I can get Dan or other people to watch it with me and review it and just like get more people to talk. That being said, my name is Nicholas Cartier, and make sure you drink a glass of water because make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Happy New Year.